Good morning. We are back with Beyond a Steel Sky that we started a few days ago. I was just going into this hint screen just to see if this was where my objectives were, and it is. So remind us what we're doing. I'm not clicking on reveal hint until absolutely necessary. So we need to find out about Graham. His job would be a good start. I mean, we've been right round the house. But we haven't found any. Well, we found a uniform, haven't we? This is obviously his bedroom in here. That's his uniform, ministry uniform.
A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger.
So I mean, it's obviously Graham's.
If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away.
So I was thinking we should maybe look up more stuff about, see which ministry he could possibly work for. Because there was a thing on here, wasn't there, for the different ministries? City Live, what's that again? So does this tell us who he works for? Mr. Grundy, polling. Ministry of Comfort plight message. Your record indicates absence for 4 days. These are just generalized messages, aren't they? We'll look at the bottom. This is just all. Yeah, we've seen all this, right? Let's have a quick look. We've had a look at the hollow plinth. Personal data. Don't give us anything. Civic guide.
The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort.
Ah.
I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Is that all we had to do? So I had to, just because I looked at it in the wrong order. I looked at the computer first and then I found his uniform. Okay. So he works for the Ministry of Comfort. Here at the Comfort Ministry, we keep a low profile. We like to think of ourselves as your unseen servant, delivering your personalized environmental preferences wherever you go. Warming, cooling, showering, washing, cleaning, fixing, powering, polishing, just the way you want it. Right, so he works for them. So can we now go talk to this dude that's in the bedroom with our wife?
If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham.
Yeah, well, I know enough now.
I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Movie time.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here.
Alonso?
Monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Yeah, that was comfort.
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I presume we just go with these answers.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
B.
Yes, well, you'll be back up there in no time. Well, that is all I need to check off. But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
No, you did annoy me more than anything.
I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
Train depot.
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department of Land Trains and Extra City Commerce.
She's giving us clues in the background.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence.
My absence.
15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
Not really.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
Treatment port. Art.
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see, the beat goes on.
I forgot about that.
Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar...
Oh, what hobbies have I got? Photography. Yeah, because all the photos on the wall.
Photography.
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film camera.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology.
Why not? It works.
Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
Hiya, Tilia. How are you today?
I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments.
Oh, good.
So sadly, we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well?
Okay, so the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just to anything before I go, there appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound...
It may be nothing, but here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes, of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling.
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish before Alonso's analysis comes back. Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
What's Chipsworth doing? Oh, he's away over there. That was quick. Right, we need to get him to open this window. He wouldn't do it earlier.
Excuse me, please.
No, no, wrong one. Come back. Talk.
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
No, let's ask him about Songbird.
Songbird doesn't seem too upset about her husband.
And why would she be? The glorious Master Graham has returned to us.
Sounds like my wife didn't miss me all that much.
I'm confident Madame Songbird's affection was simply kept hidden. On the inside.
Well hidden on the inside.
More about Songbird.
May I suggest that Sir speaks with the lady directly? Or perhaps check her social media presence. That's how Madame has traditionally spoken to you.
Is it?
My wife mentioned I had a contact. Any idea who that could be?
Perhaps you might ask her, sir. I fear I am not able to elaborate any further.
What's this Aspiration Gala?
What's this about a celebration tonight?
The Aspiration Day Gala? Madame Songbird is so looking forward to it. It has populated approximately 83% of our conversations. In fact, any time someone spoke of it, your heart rate would elevate and you would perspire, sir. Heavily.
Is that why Graham left?
Is Sir referring to himself? Or a friend also named Graham?
Do I have any friends?
None, sir.
Okay.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Well, you wouldn't do it last time. Windows.
Please, can you open the windows, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
Yay! He's dusting the windows. Has he opened them though? Do you think he's opened this one? We need this one open in here. Is that open? Oh, I hope it's open. Doesn't look open. Where's the stupid bird's going to be in the way as well? Oh yeah, we can get out.
So seem to be arguing with someone.
Is he? Where? Oh. Get with the bottom dwellers.
The plants needed watering badly. The gang clearly didn't like having her nest disturbed.
Yeah, well, she's going to have to move.
The gang had a ferocious beak. I was lucky not to lose a finger.
We still got a firecracker. Use the crowbar on it.
There wasn't room to swing a cat, let alone a crowbar. Besides, she was guarding her nest. It didn't feel fair. Here you go.
Right. We can look at the box now and we can examine it.
There was something taped to the air conditioner.
Let's take that. Damaged HoloLens and
Whatever was in the
Graham's.
box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it.
Maybe he just saw it going past when he was taking photos. So is that everything up there? Oh, the bird's back. Hopefully it enjoyed its wurst.
The mentor, Alonzo, seemed to be arguing with someone.
Is that everything here? It looks like it, doesn't it?
Thankfully, the safety had kicked in. It wouldn't close while blocked.
Okay, let's climb back in. Can we actually have a shower now? No. Oh, she's out. Wonder if we can examine her room.
I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy.
Nothing exciting then.
In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken.
Oh no.
I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on.
climate control. Well, preparations are underway for the celebrations of Aspiration Day. Citizens with appropriate kudos level are expected to join.
The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Oh, that window's open. Can't see anything though. But she's got her own computer, but we can't use it.
Jasmine.
Can we not do anything with that?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. More books, mystery books.
A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries.
Oh, picture.
A trader came by our village with something like this back when I was a boy. I think he traded it for a table. Or at least that's what I had heard.
Plushie. Oh, I wonder if we got her a plushie.
A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing.
Mm. Oh, hold on, stuffed toy. That one.
Dave Dingo. Carl Koala.
Mm-hmm. I wonder.
Kevin Kangaroo.
Wonder which one she's missing. Right, that's everywhere. She's not very happy, is she?
Ahem.
Songbird, I'm sorry
For what?
that your husband is dead.
Hey, win some, lose some.
That's pretty harsh.
Look, stranger. You told me your secret, so I'll tell you mine. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other than the dullard he really was. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months ago. You're new here, so a word of advice? You want to win in Union City? Learn the rules and play the game.
My name's Foster, by the way. Robert Foster.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can tell me about Graham?
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Hmm.
Could Graham have had anything to do with kidnapping?
For both our sakes, I hope not.
Can I ask you about some missing children?
I'd rather you didn't.
What were you saying about kudos?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm new here.
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City. Be a good example, stay happy, and you get kudos.
Which you spend?
Well, kinda, but not really. The higher your kudos level, the lower you are in the city. Simple.
So kudos is bad?
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
Okay.
So you need a higher kudos to get lower?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you mean.
But the lower level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of round here.
How can I raise my kudos level?
With kudos, obviously.
So how do I get more kudos?
Well, isn't that just the question? Like I said, be happy, get points.
But how can you be happy when you've just found out your husband is dead?
You think I'm not sad on the inside? No one's gonna give me a medal for having a dead husband.
But
Let's talk about something else, eh? My points have already dipped way too much today, thanks to you.
Oh dear.
what's with the Alonso guy?
Guy? I believe you're referring to Mentor Alonso from the Ministry of Well-Being. He's a high-ranking official. And we've just lied straight to his face.
Quite the team, huh?
If he knew what's really going on, I dread to think how far my kudos would plummet.
And what about me?
Arrested, deported, I don't know, but not important.
Is Alonso coming back here?
For both our sakes, I hope not. But I'm not risking it, so don't even think about doing anything stupid.
Nothing stupid? For how long?
Ever.
Very amusing. Until my kudos is back on track, obviously. But for now, you are Graham.
Can I open the window?
I'd rather you didn't.
Why?
Why not?
See those clouds out there?
Yes?
That's not water vapor.
Oh. You mind if I open a window?
Yes.
Looks like Graham was quite the photographer.
Oh, he was dreadful. At first I thought he was an artist. Then I found out he used those ridiculous antique cameras. It took hours to see the finished photographs, and he took forever fussing with the lighting. The only good thing about his photographs is that I'm in most of them.
What do you know about the council?
They run the city. You know, like they always have since Joey left.
Can I speak to them?
Not with Graham's ID, you can't.
You work for the Ministry of Comfort?
Sure do. It might not sound prestigious, but without us, the city falls down.
You don't seem the type to settle for a cleaning job.
Cleaning supervisor, thank you very much. And you'll find in Union City, it's not what you do, it's how you do it that counts.
How so?
You know, get the job done, don't get in trouble, keep a smile on your face, the usual.
What can you tell me about the Minister for Comfort?
The terminal has their details. Look there if you want to know more.
Tell me more about Graham.
Why do you want to know?
I think he might have been involved in something.
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I was investigating a mysterious...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you too. Blah blah conspiracy, blah blah giant dog. Graham was the perfect husband until he started getting crazy ideas. Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Graham was a conspiracy theorist?
Always was. But before he went missing, he really changed. He became secretive. He used to close the terminal whenever I came into the room.
That's not that strange.
And he started spending a lot of time in the bathroom. And then he just disappeared.
Okay, that's the weird bit. Who's this contact you mentioned?
Bad news, as far as my kudos level is concerned.
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this hacker friend of his.
Oh,
Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
we could do with a hacker.
Any idea where I could find Lead?
Probably somewhere up top, with the other degenerates. If I were you, I'd stay away.
Did Lead believe in Graham's conspiracies?
Believe? Pretty sure he's where Graham got him from. Bad influence all round.
No, this missing plush.
Are you a collector?
What?
Toys. You have quite the collection.
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kitties.
Mama Bear's not there.
Mama Bear from 5 years back. Well, I did have the whole set, at least.
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing, that's what. I asked Graham about it and he denied all knowledge. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby, he threw her across the room.
Clumsy.
Clumsy. Those bears were my engagement gift. He hid Bartleby just to spite me.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked.
What does Bartley Bilby look like?
Bartleby is a Bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
What's a mama bear tracker?
What do you think? It tracks her babies.
Her babies?
The cuddly kiddies. Most toys in Union City are tracker-enabled.
Why?
Lost toys mean screaming babies. Unless you got a tracker.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken.
Oh, right, okay, that's what we've played with.
To turn it on.
Mind if I have a look at the tracker?
Go ahead, though the screen is broken. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
That's all for now.
Yeah, bye.
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why.
Maybe to disable the tracker.
The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after all the cuddly kitties. Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
Can we look at the...
The device was on, but the screen was still blank and broken.
Okay, so let's use our scanner. So do we just need to find a new screen then? Because I mean, there's no point with this. Visualize isn't working. Wonder if I could get near enough the TV. Or the bonsai thing. Here we go. Swap them about.
The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker. Find Leet.
E1594. Let me just write that down in case it's not stored anywhere. My kittens are both in the room.
Excuse me, Songbird?
What is it, Graham?
Any idea where the area code E1594 refers to?
E1594? What would I know about an old area code?
Old?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
Okay. So
You sure you don't know where to find E1594?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
we just have to ask
That's
the
all for now.
monopod system.
Yeah, bye.
I wonder if the butler knows.
Excuse me, please.
No, I want to talk to you. Doc.
Hello, Chipworth.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, Leet.
Do I know someone called Leet?
I can neither confirm nor deny that, sir.
Why's that?
When Sir was shorter and stouter, it was made very clear that I was not to discuss such information with anyone, not even Sir himself.
Okay. Do you know if I know someone called Leet?
Excellent loophole, sir. Yes, I do know with absolute certainty whether Sir knows someone called Leet.
That's good enough for me. Do you know someone called Leet?
He was never my acquaintance, sir.
Okay.
Do you know what E1594 might refer to?
It's a city area code, referring to a few city blocks, I would imagine.
Which part of the city exactly, though?
Sir is confusing me with an android that gets out and about.
You make it sound like you're a prisoner here.
Sir's words, not mine. I suggest Master Graham seeks out a map.
Chipworth knew very little about the geography of the city. I'd need to find a map if I was to make headway.
Okay, so where are we going to find a map?
Do you know what E1594 might refer to?
Do I look like a map droid, sir?
You sound like you're developing a bad latitude.
Oh, I see. A little cartographical quip at Chipworth's expense. Very droll, sir.
There's more where that came from.
One of my kittens is sitting in front of my screen. I can just about see the options.
I need a map to locate code E1594.
Sir's words, not mine. I suggest Master Graham seeks out a map.
Why can't you tell me where to get one?
Have a super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir. Every day is super.
There wasn't any maps on the computer, was there? An antique sword. Choose printer. Can we not print off a map? Where are you off to? That's my cable. You're not allowed to play with it, okay? Okay, you're gonna come and sit here. That's it. Good boy. Yes, that's the microphone. City. Oh, there's a new thing on here. Today, looking for an Aspiration Day gift. Where are you going? No, leave the cable. I was moving out your way. Don't sit on my events on the computer. Okay, so we've got Aspiration Day gifts. Still can't get into messages. It's barring away again. Can I not open that? No. Right, there's nothing else in here, so I'm guessing we're going to have to just go and explore. Oh, who's this guy? That picture wasn't there before, was it?
Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. What joy to see Sir again after all this time. The poet laureate Reginald Arthur Schnippel Esquire sends his regards and/or condolences as appropriate.
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be so bold, Mr. Schnippel is of course Sir's human neighbor. How Sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved poet laureate is beyond imagining.
Who are you again?
Tarquin, Fidelis Mark II domestic savant, at your service.
So you're a servant?
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aid.
What do you think about the graffiti?
As an artiste, I find any medium a valid form of expression. Of course, the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
I haven't looked at the graffiti yet, though. Should I have looked at the graffiti?
See you later, Tarquin.
Will I?
Huh? It's just a phrase.
Shall we schedule in another meeting?
I don't think that's necessary.
Such ambiguity. A tortured soul. Alas, I am inspired.
The seal had been vandalized. Poor Joey.
Can we talk to the bot?
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Water tank depleted.
Hello again.
Good day, Master Grundy.
Let's keep going on about the graffiti to start with.
So you like the graffiti?
I said it was a valid form of expression, albeit not on a par with, say, the literary arts. But as art goes, it's not too abhorrent.
Okay, I'm possibly back. Let me just check if I am back. When my kitten's just stomped over my keyboard and must have hit the sleep button on the keyboard or something. I'll have to disable that key. Oh, my camera's reset as usual. Let me get my camera back the way it was. Well, I seem to be broadcasting. But, well, I seem to be broadcasting. But, okay, everything looks okay. Silly cat. Okay, everything looks okay. Silly cat. Oh, echo, sorry. I just switched the sound off here. Okay, there we go. It's okay. Let's just move in. Yeah, that's the microphone. Right, let's see how we get on.
Do you work in these apartments?
Of course, Master Grundy. Sir and I have been neighbors for 147 days and 11 hours.
I'm Graham Grundy.
Of course, sir.
So we've met before?
Of course, sir.
When's the last time you saw Graham? Me.
Master Grundy, one is sure one doesn't need to remind Sir that one works with Sir's neighbor.
One would need one to remind one.
Ah, does Sir mean Sir would need one to remind Sir, or one would need Sir to remind one?
One is not sure anymore. You have a real way with words.
Aha, Sir is referring to one's grammatical prowess, no?
Yes.
Sir is too kind. And yet, if only one could translate grammatical prowess into poetic inspiration.
Some robot.
Have you heard any reports of missing children?
Why, no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure AI Officer Greta would find their U-chips.
What if they were from outside the city?
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their newly implanted U-chips.
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid.
And quite unhelpful.
Any idea where I might find a place called E1594?
That sounds like an area code, and not one I would venture into.
How so?
It would be extremely inappropriate for a gentleman to visit Sector E.
Wonder what Sector E means.
Bye for now.
Before you depart, may I use you as a sort of muse?
Depends. Are you writing a romance?
I had something of a tragedy in mind.
Rather you didn't.
Tarquin Turnville III. Right. Will we go see what these guys are talking about?
Spray, please stand back.
Oops.
Dear me, a terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
At girl! Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Miss? Pardon me, miss!
Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless?
Hey, swear Jack.
I know which one I want to be.
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right?
How's you?
Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel,
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
you need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell.
How are we going to get her down from there safely? Can I have my hand back? Thank you. Right, just so. Yeah, that's it. You're okay there. Got a kitten on my lap. Let's have a look at the tin can.
From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can. Excuse me,
Sir?
what's going on?
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Situation.
Why is she up there?
I don't know. I'm not sure she does either.
What happened here?
I don't know, but we have to get her down.
Why is the monopod locked down?
To keep people happy, sir.
How?
Well, this situation has the potential to be unpleasant. So we keep the situation contained until it can be resolved.
But I'd really like to go somewhere.
A little patience, sir, would be appreciated.
Anything I can do to help?
No need, sir. All under control.
Really?
We opened the bedroom windows, didn't we? I bet we could get her in from there.
Is there nothing I can do to help?
Just carry carry on enjoying Aspiration Day, sir.
But
Best leave this to the professionals, sir.
I'll let you get back to work.
Let's go back up to our room. Cause I'm pretty sure well, we were on the first floor. That's our bathroom window there with a bird at it. Let's have a talk to Tarquin.
Hello again.
Good day, Master Grundy.
What should we do about that girl?
We should inform the Ministry of Well-Being.
But the Ministry is already here.
How very efficient! The missive was only sent a moment ago.
Can you think of a way of getting that girl down?
Gravity should do the job soon enough.
That's rather harsh.
Oh, did Sir mean get her down safely?
Yes, of course.
See you soon, Tarquin.
I do hope that I'll also be seeing you.
Right, so we can't leave this area until... I wonder if we... I'm not sure what the point of this was.
It was a hand scanner.
So that's the plants now not getting watered. And that's them getting watered. I reckon we go back up to our room. Or up further if we can. And go out through the window. Can't go up higher. Can we go into this apartment? Yeah. Ah, her bedroom's the wrong side. But let's go and see. Are the windows open? No, yeah they are, right. I want to keep the windows open. Oops, wrong thing. This tells you what I need to do. Pan's gone. I need to find a way to get her down. I wonder if...
Excuse me, please.
Can we go out this window? No. Is this window still open? But the bird is there.
That girl was still stuck on the ledge. There was no way to reach her from here.
She's up there. Can we give him another sausage?
Here you go.
There's nowhere else we can go, is there? The bird's back. Let's see if Songbird can help us.
Excuse me, Songbird?
What is it, Graham?
No.
That's all for now.
Yeah, but...
And our butler's never helpful, is he?
Excuse me.
Hello, Master Graham.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you tidy up the apartment, Chipworth?
Very good, sir.
He never does anything though.